Hey everybody. Hey, I gotta share this mug with you. This is just an amazing mug. But look at this right here. It says Rochester, New York, where the sun always shines above the clouds. I love this mug. I got this mug a few years back. We were a church group of ours. We went down to help out some friends, Dave and Allison, and down to South Carolina. We did kind of like an extreme makeover on their place, and we were there for maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I don't remember. We did a really good large portion of it, did a chunk of it. We didn't see the finished product, and maybe like, I don't know, a year later, the project was complete, and he calls me up. He goes, you got to come down. So I'm like, all right. So we went down, the family, and we stayed at the place, and he put this mug out for us in the morning, and I looked at it because he's from Rochester and he moved down there, and I go, I love this mug. This is amazing, you know. He goes, it's yours, and I'm like, oh, come on. And so it reminded me too, because today I had this beautiful time with my wonderful time with my nephew. We just got back from coffee, and just a sweet time of fellowship, and just getting to catch up with one another, and see what God's doing in his life, and you know, and just talk, and just a great time. And it's amazing. It's just amazing time, just sitting down and listening, and just, you know, bearing one another's burdens, and just, it was just awesome. And anyway, I wanted to share this with you guys. I figure I'd do a few of these videos just to kind of see. I've had some amazing things kind of happen to me over the years, and I'm like, I'd be selfish to keep it, right? I want to share it with people so people can be encouraged, right? I think it's important for the church to be encouraged, and people that maybe are not of faith, you know, maybe they hear this and maybe there'll be a seed planted or something, you know. So I don't know, maybe a few years back, I started, I just really felt like I wanted to make an impact, and just kind of, how can I do that, you know? And I bought a ton of Bibles, and just, I wanted to, and I'm saying this humbly, but I wanted to like get the Word of God into people's hands, okay? It wasn't about like joining a church, doing something. If anyone knows anything about me, that's not me, okay? I want to get the tools in people's hands, and then let the Word of God speak to them. So there's no hidden agenda, no anything like that. So I got these Bibles. They came in, and so my son goes, Dad, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna head to Charlotte Beach. I figured I might as well hit my community, you know. And so he goes, hey, can I come? And I'm like, you want to come? And I'm like, he goes, yeah. And I'm like, sure, you know. So we went down there. I didn't know what to expect, and I was very nervous. And you know, it's hard, you know, it's doing this stuff, you know. But I just felt like my heart was filled, and it was the right thing to do. So I'll tell you, there's many stories, and this was just one. So we got there. It was, I want to say it was like a Wednesday night or something. It was early evening. So we get there like 4 or 5 o'clock. We would only stay there for like an hour, and we would just hand out Bibles, maybe strike up conversation, and just see where it went. And maybe someone needed prayer. Maybe somebody just needed someone to talk to, and we just wanted to be that lending ear to people, and it just, our faith would be encouraged. I mean, you know, and hopefully we can touch other people's lives, and that's what it was about. So a lot of people were very receptive. I was actually kind of like surprised, and you know, I get it. You know, people are coming up to you. It's like, oh gosh, I don't want to be bothered, you know. So I totally get that. I've had it happen to me. Here's this one story I want to share with you. And there's several, but I'm going to just share this one for today. There was a guy, and he was walking he had a son in a stroller, and very young kid, and he's going, and we're handing out the Bibles, and he's on the phone. And so as he's going by, I go up to him. I said, "Hey, sir," I said, "Hey, just handing out free Bibles." I go, would you like one? He's like, "Yeah." He did. Then he just like looks at me. He kind of like stares at me, and then he keeps going. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, great. Have a great day. Just, God bless you." And so he goes, and we stayed probably another, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes. All our Bibles were all handed out, and we were like, wow, they actually took it. It was great. And my son, he's like, "Dad, what do we want to go home?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit." And so we would just normally hand out the Bibles and go home, But for that reason, for that day, for 20 extra minutes, we stuck around and just talked to each other and just caught up. And you guys, I'm so glad we stayed, because all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, this guy comes running back with the stroller. And he's, "Sir," and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're still here. I can't believe it." And I'm like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" I remembered him, and he obviously, he came up to me. He goes, "Oh, you're never going to believe this. I'm so glad you're here. I have to tell you this. I have to tell you this." I'm like, "What's going on?" And he goes, I'm going through a divorce. My wife left me, and I'm on the phone with my sister, and we're talking back and forth, and she's like, you just got to talk to God, and just, he wants to talk to you. And he's just like, "All right." He goes, "Lord," he goes, "where are you?" And he's sitting there, as he's talking to his sister, he's telling her this, like, "Where are you, God? I need to hear from you." And the very second he says this, I'm there, boom, with a Bible, and it's right in his hands, and he was so blown away, it just almost knocked his socks off. And listen, my son and I were able to pray with him and just spend time with him, encourage him, love on him. And from that moment on, I believe that was the first day. Listen, that was like, wow, there's something about this. I feel like I need to keep doing this. And it was a season of my life, and I'm going to show more and more stories that you never know who is in your life. And if you, just, listen. And it's so amazing to it's so hard, because Christians, we love to talk. And, I think sometimes there's a reason why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. I think he wants us to listen twice as much as he wants us to talk. So, it was great. I was so encouraged by that. I was blown. My son was totally blown away. Strengthened both our faith. He was touched. He needed it. And so, again, we had a sweet time with that guy, and just talking to him and just encouraging him. He encouraged us. It was a beautiful time. I want to share that with you guys. And this is going to be one of many, many stories. I have some wild ones. And so I hope you just enjoy it, and be blessed. And even though it's cloudy outside, it's all perspective. Hopefully it's sunshine in your heart, and just be blessed. Okay, I am, and just have a great day. Okay, bye.